Hello there, welcome back to Banished. Aside from my whining last time, we did actually make some progress with, well, the city down south here. We have basically built some of the houses, we set up a market, we have gotten the necessities, blacksmith, tailor, a woodcutter even, and also a school with its first students. So this is what we're actually going to do here. Laborer died of starvation. This is actually, once again, this is due to this area. Some sacrifices actually... It's kind of bad of me to say this, but how this system actually works is that it requires some sacrifices just to build this area, which is it's not a good thing to say, and it's actually kind of worrisome, but it's the truth. To be able to build in this area at all, some people are going to die of starvation and cold and hunger and all of those things. And don't get me wrong, it's bad. It's bad for the city, but in the long run, I'll probably profit from it. Once again, as bad as that sounds, but that is at least what my train of thought here is. So we're going to build these 6 houses here, and also finish this one. We're going to build a barn here for storage of food and stuff from this area. I think I might actually set up a stockpile here as well. I'm a little bit unsure, but it might be the case. And other than that, we're just going to continue trying to set up our... well, store over here, and it's going, or the area over here, and it's going to be very much interesting to get that done. And hopefully I can set up, I think we'll have to wait until next season before we can actually set up farms. Once again, I think we've used 2 years now, or this is the 2nd year of building of this area, so it's going really slow. Once again, that is due to the distances. People can basically take 2 hits with the hammer before they have to go home and eat. That is how... Apologies, that is how bad this area is actually doing. At least we do have a couple of merchants right now. I think we need some more stone in order to finish the area here. Logs aren't actually an issue because I believe we do actually produce more than enough of those ourselves. This guy brought me iron and logs. I think we'll take 200 logs and 200 iron. I think that should work. Don't want some coal right now. It would probably be good, so we're going to trade 699, and I guess I'm going to take then 180, I believe, 64, well, what the hell, there we go, 172, no, 170, fortunately, and then we can keep one of our firewood, so I'm going to get a fair amount of stuff. I can also cut these logs up into firewood to pay for some of the trading here. But yeah, I think I need a couple more of these woodcutters to actually start cutting up enough wood. So that's going to be an interesting experience. But for now, I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing here, setting up pastures, and basically just getting the southern city up and running. Do I want some more chickens? No, I think I have 100 of these myself, so no reason to actually get anything from anyone else. The farming is also a little bit slow here, and that is simple because everyone works as a laborer in the beginning. They actually are down here, and it takes half a season, I think, to actually run up there, so that is definitely troublesome. But once again, there aren't really too much I can do about that. We'll simply have to try and keep on doing what we can here, build the buildings that are necessary. And once we've actually done that, I think I'm going to get back to you. So, I'm going to cut it here, or take a little bit of a pause. What I'm going to do is still just keep on trading what I'm currently doing. I'll just be trading iron, logs, stone, and coal, I think. That is the only things I'm going to be trading. I'm only going to be trading away firewood. And I am going to be building, once all of the buildings are done down here, so to speak, I've set up the farming and everything. I'm going to get back to you after that, and then we're going to plan this area out thoroughly. So I'll get everything done, and then I'll get back to you. So things are ending or getting closer to the end here. We're at spring 37. As I said, planning out. We have 5 seed types. I basically set up one of every type on these 5 fields. We have cow in this big pasture. We have some chickens. We have some sheep. I still think that I need another, well, sheep pasture to get, or make sure that I have enough wool to actually get enough clothes for the entire, well, population, so to speak. We have at least every house done. which could potentially be a trouble here. I haven't actually checked the path tool yet, but checking that everyone here actually doesn't have to run around the entire world to work is kind of important, and we actually have someone here who does. Runs all the way up there, so luckily enough the chapel should hopefully fix that. We'll also build some more jobs in the area, and basically trying to accommodate everyone. So it should be alright in the long run. Steel tools haven't actually become a problem. We have a good amount of sword tools. I still need to buy some more coal, however. I've also gone to the step of building a couple more woodcutters. I've set up one here, and I've set up another one up here. So I think we might actually set up a series of woodcutters here, due to the fact that we have a full full stockpile here of logs. So yeah, setting up 3 or 4 woodcutters in this area is probably not the worst of ideas, and it should probably work out just fine, especially considering that they would be very close to the area here. Potentially, what I might actually do here, now that I'm thinking about it, is that we do. Can I set up the woodcutters along this ridge here? I can. So that would basically set up, I think, 4 woodcutters to begin with. Here instead of a pasture or something like that. Yeah, it will actually fit. It won't look too good, but it should work. And also, of course, they have a limit of how much they can actually cut up, so that shouldn't actually become a problem either. But we'll simply have to see. It should be, as I said, it should be fine, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. So we'll set up 4 woodcutters here, and hopefully that'll be enough to, first of all, give me enough firewood, but also pay each and every trade that comes here. And once again, I might actually set up another trading post, because of the fact that food traders and seed traders make things kind of unpredictable, and I don't really like that. I think I'm also just going to cut down the entire forest in this area, everything, and basically build around that. I'm still a bit unsure what I want to do here. If I want to set up farms or something else down here, I'll probably build. Here we'll probably set up the houses. The area itself is kind of rough, so not really too much can be done here. I have no idea what I want to actually do in the innermost area here. Potentially set up a, well, small orchard, a pasture, who knows, same here. So it's a little bit of guesswork, but for now, no, we won't really be doing much for the time that comes right now. We're going to just keep on doing what we have been doing, and hopefully we'll hopefully the village will run smoothly, but it remains to be seen. As I said, for the time being, we won't be doing much. We've allowed the village to, well, maintain a status quo, I think, and we'll be trying to basically allow the food production to go up. And I don't know what else we'll do. Probably not too much. Not really too much else to do, more or less. So we'll see. I'll probably try and keep also the production of firewood high in order to be able to trade. But yeah, all in all, I think things are looking good. The only problem, as I said, is that food can potentially become an issue here. We have, what, almost 500 people now in this village? So, yeah. People could potentially kill us here. Literally. We don't want pear seeds. I'll buy seeds or the other seeds later, but for now, I have no use for them, more or less. But yeah. I think we are actually... I have no idea how much I need for that achievement with the pasture. I think we'll probably set up something here. Once again, I'm also very tempted to set up orchards in this area, rather than another hunting village. But I kind of need a secondary hunter village, and the reason for that is fairly simple too. I need them for the sole purpose of leather. I could buy leather, but it's incredibly expensive, so I kind of... I feel more tempted to just give up some areas for them. But the problem here is that... like her, she actually... let's see, can I actually check her active follow mode? Thank you very much. Can I actually... yeah, she works up here. Now the problem is, where does she actually work from? Or the path tool again. It's actually very useful. So there's still someone that works... oh, so that's why the view changed earlier. But as you can see, there's still someone who works fairly far away. So I need more I need more jobs in this area, basically, and we're going to set one up right now, I think. We're going to build a couple of bridges, first and foremost, I think. And other than that, I'm a little bit unsure. I think we are going to build either some farms or some pastures. Once again, I'm a little bit unsure or fuzzy on details. Let's see here what I actually want to do. Once again, it's kind of to plan out your cities, otherwise they'll just well, I wouldn't say implode, but there will at least be trouble. So I think we'll stick with the 14x14 field layout that I have. And we'll set up fields in the north. And I think I'll actually build them close to the water, or closer to the water now, since in order to use the space efficiently. So I still want to be able to pass on the upper side though, so I will not be building them all the way to the water. But yeah, having some more crop fields here will definitely give a little bit of extra food boost that we might need. And other than that, I think we'll also set up a couple of orchards here, just for the achievement, but also to get some diversity. The area is starting to look more like a rural farming area than a medieval village. Well, did I mess up here? Did I mess up? Did I mess up? What the hell? I think I messed up. The balance wrong. Yeah, I did. Let's just set down the road there. Let's cancel this structure. Let's cancel the road here. And let us set up that farm anew. But yeah, also with the amount, with bigger farms I'm building in this area, I also need more people here. Well, didn't that road segment get destroyed? There we go. Let's see if I can actually set up that farm area now. Is it actually a little bit of a... Oh, I see. There's actually a... I think it's a little bit of a... No, it's still a road segment that won't actually vanish. That's at least what it looks like. Well, I'll have them build the road, and then I'll see what's actually the problem here. Potentially, I might actually have to just clear the area out. But yeah, it definitely looks like there's a road segment here. We'll see. For now, however, I'll just keep on planning the area here, and I'll probably give you an explanation afterwards. But I'll probably won't be setting more than the few crop fields I have so far. We'll see once spring and summer comes. Well, this spells trouble. A building has caught fire, and the closest well is actually up here, so I should potentially try and build some more of those. I have no idea how far the fire might spread here. I might actually get into a ton of trouble. We'll basically have to see. But I'm hoping it won't be horrible, and I'm hoping that it won't be able to spread. But once again, I have no idea how this will actually play out. It could very well become very horrible. So, at least the rain is helping, I'd like to think, but I would assume that it isn't. Is anyone actually coming to quench the flames? No, they're not, and as a result the fire has spread. Wow, this is horrible. This is actually horrible. Could you build another well, please? Can we place a well here? No. Here? In the middle here? No, not. Of course not. It's too close to a house, so... I might actually lose a ton of houses here. There's a lot of people without houses right now. And apparently, how do I actually make people work at the well? Doesn't seem like I can. Everyone is just running around here, not caring. Are they just not caring at all? Because, really... It looks like my entire village might actually burn down here. My entire village. Seriously, people, there's a well right here. Why aren't you actually trying? Can I put someone to work here with... What the hell, people? Yeah, someone is going to be really in trouble here. If I have to rebuild this entire area, that is going to slow me down so monstrously. Yeah, I have to rebuild the market, I have to rebuild everything, because apparently these people don't know how to work a goddamn well. But is the fire going to just die out now? It looks like it, so apparently I'm going to need more wells, and I'm going to have to rebuild a market, I'm going to have to rebuild tailor, blacksmith. Houses will actually have to come second hand here because I don't have the stone to make do with this. This is horrible. This really is horrible. Did you bring me any stone? No, you're garbage. And also due to this, apparently my food is lacking, or apparently something useless. Everyone here is useless. So yeah, this could definitely spell trouble, especially with 46 people without homes. This thing is still burning. There is a well right here, people. Please use it. But of course they won't, because, well, why would they? Why would they do anything that actually makes sense? So, well, how far? Apparently I'm going to need a well in every block, and apparently I need to start not building so, well, close together, because apparently everything is just going to burn down then. We have tools, we have a problem with stored boats. I'm pretty sure that the reason why we're low on food, close to everything right now is because this market burned down, and I'm pretty sure that contained a ton of resources. So first and foremost, we are going to need stone. We're going to need stone, and we're going to need iron. So let us get those 400 stone, let us get the rest in iron, which is 125, I believe. No. 1.5, that means that I can get 300. My math is bad. What the hell? 175 then? I hate this system. I'm very bad when it comes to joining together, as you might actually imagine. Some of you are actually facepalming right now. I can hear it. 2, so that means 14, 24. Wow, I'm baffled at how bad I am at this. 35, come on. There we go, finally. So now at least we have the stone, but now we need to actually get the get this built up, and I might actually have to trade for food too here. Especially since we seem to be in trouble. So let us just try and get everything here. No. I don't want to remove it. I wanted to... Yeah, well, we'll remove it then we'll rebuild it. But yeah, I'm definitely in trouble here. I think I'm going to have to well, up my value on the well. So apparently if I do not do that, things are just going to burn down and everyone is going to suffer. Luckily enough, this happened actually during the spring. I guess that is the only positive point here. But yeah, even so, I'm definitely going to be in a ton of trouble here, and I'm a little bit unsure if I can actually make something work here. Once again, I managed to put the press demolish instead of the other thing here. But yeah, I think I'm going to prolong this episode until actually at least the end of this year to just see if I can get something here rebuilt, because apparently the Snipe people here doesn't actually know what they are supposed to do. It seems like. Placing inventory in storage. Why the hell they mark that? This citizen has no job. I see, the wood could have burned down. What else? The market? Or the vendor? So that is what is causing the question marks. I believe a tailor and a blacksmith too. That's about it. Yeah, so we're going to try and get everything here rebuilt before winter, which is it's a long shot, but hopefully I can do it. 40 people without homes, not the best. I think we're also going to up this to about 5,000 and exchange the rates here to 1,500. So yeah, I'm going to try and see how well I get built up before the end of the year. We'll see how it goes. Well, this could be horrible. We're already in autumn, and as you can see, snow has actually fallen on the ground. The problem here is, of course, that we have all the resources and everything that's needed, but apparently I don't have enough builders, which is my own fault, really. But now I should have enough, so let us just get that going. But yeah, this could actually be horrible, to be perfectly honest. Out of old age, that is potentially a good thing that people of old age are dying. because they're basically, in most cases, just holding houses for themselves, and as such, them dying is not as horrible as one would think, because when they die, they open up places where people can live. Potentially they might actually die as someone who actually didn't have a house, which also would be good. I know, evil, I know. But that's basically it. 2 people died of starvation. Once again, I don't get this. Apparently the market, or the market death here screwed things up, and people are now dying of starvation due to that. Which aren't actually, there isn't actually too much I can do about that at the moment. But yeah, hopefully we can get houses built here, get everything back in order. But things aren't looking too good right now. Money that I would have preferred to use on potentially clothes or other things, I now have to use on. Well, you are useless, but the worst thing here is that I actually need to buy food because we have 17,000. It's early winter. If I don't buy food, we might actually not survive the winter, which is horrible. So we're going to buy a ton of pecan. Well, no, we're going to buy 2,500 pecan, and we're going to buy 2,000 peaches because, well, food is food, and we need that. So hopefully I can now get some more houses built. It seems like the fact that once I, to some extent, allowed the village to grow a little bit too much, a dire result of that is that now people are less effective, since most of the people live long away. They don't alternate the jobs. And the reason for this is that my planning hasn't been up to scratch. Let's just say that I should have planned a little bit better. In other words, set things up in a smarter way, but I didn't. And now I'm getting to pay for that, which is not the best. So let us take these 400 stone, and we'll trade all of our firewood here too, which might actually lead to a too little firewood during the winter. I'll have to see. 700 units. Do I want the logs? No, I don't want the logs. So 700. That is how many units do I need then? 1,300. 100 units, 25. There we go. I'm getting stone and coal, which is what I'm needing right now. I'm actually thinking that I have to start importing warm coats, since I don't actually have a good way of dealing with the current situation. So yeah, I might definitely have to start importing coats here. We have some hide coats. I have no idea who is producing hide coats. Warm coats. I believe I have at least 1 tailor down here. Warm coat. I have 3 tailors. All of them should be producing warm coats. Well, all of them are, so it's not their fault, which is good to know. But yeah, this is actually, I think we're just going to make this a little bit of an extra long episode to do the fire. I know, it's not for the best, but it helps. So let's see, we have leather, we have wool. We have more than enough wool, thank you very much. So I think I'm actually going to build a couple more tailors, just to make sure that we actually have enough warm coats. I think I might actually build a couple of tailors here rather than some more of the... Can I actually fit a couple of tailors here? Well, if I set them up like this, I can, but it's not effective. It's not effective at all. So what do I want to do? There's some people out. I know there's some people up here that are running very far for, well, basically their everyday needs. So I think we're going to set up the 2 tailors up here. And once again, I'm going to get a potential very annoying fire hazard here. So I think we're going to plop down a well here, and potentially here too. Because I don't like the current setup where I'm having, well, people dying to colds and not having houses during winter. So fire can really be a bitch, and apparently having a well in the middle of the city didn't have any effect at all. It might be, well, the fire just burnt down the 2 buildings next to it, so yeah, I'd say it didn't really have too much effect at all. Which of course is a little bit sad, and people are still dying of starvation, which is even worse. I guess my city is I've finally reached my breaking point, I guess I should say. It really does seem to be the case here. 41 builders. That's a few too many. But yeah, as I say here, I think my city has reached its breaking point. We've also used. No, I don't think we've used a ton of herbs. I think we just lost a ton of herbs in the fire. it seems to be the case, so that's a little bit bad. I think I might actually have to build a couple of hospitals down south as well, now that I actually think about it. Should dismiss you ages ago. What did you bring? Some more stone. That is actually fairly useful. So I'll trade with what I have. We'll take those 600 stone. That should give me enough stone to last for quite a while. The question right now is, should I take some more coal or should I take iron? I think I need the iron. So 1200 units, I can then take 200 iron. And with that, we should have enough to build up the houses again. Hopefully. We'll also most likely build a couple of bridges. Well, down south, so to speak. I didn't really get time to focus as much as I wanted on that area. Because everything here went to shit, more or less. I think we also need to potentially... since so many people are starving, I think we might actually need to up the people working at the markets. I have no idea if it will help, but it couldn't hurt. And also I have 3 people, so as I said, it shouldn't actually be a problem. And as you can see, if you actually place down a road on a tree or some other thing, they actually will chop down the tree and build the road. We can't actually stop them. I think if I think about it, if I stop them from collecting resources, they might have. But yeah, I'm a little bit unsure. Really. I have no idea how much I actually lost in that fire in terms of resources. Each of these are 40 stone, 10 iron, and 16 wood, I believe, so quite a bit. That was an expensive experience. How will our farms be doing this season? It seems they'll be doing fairly alright for themselves. Nomads too. I will deny you guys. I can't feed you, I can't house you. We just had a fire of an age, so yeah. Not going to be bothered to actually allow you guys into the city right now. Let's see, I don't want to build a well right here. It's kind of a bad thing, I can't actually just place it in between here too. So I think we're actually going to build one well there, we're going to build one here, yeah, we're going to build one there. We're going to place one here against my better judgment. It'll mess up a little bit of the building structures potentially. And I think we'll build... Where else? We'll place a well down here. I'm actually oh! Hello! I've actually forgotten to upgrade some houses. Let's just get that done at once. Damn, and now I feel embarrassed. I need to find myself a rock to hide under. But yeah, building these things is definitely going to be part of my goals from now on. I actually have a well here. Probably why there haven't actually been any fires here in, well, as long as I've played. Do I want to place a well here? Yeah, I doubt I'll be building too much in between here, so placing a well here is probably not the worst of ideas. I don't have any wells down here, so we're going to build one here. Well, I actually have one, so one in both areas should be enough. I just realized how much this is going to cost me in terms of stone. It's not going to be cheap, is it? So yeah, my village has met the danger of fires, and we don't like that. So we're going to try and fix that by, well, being overly cautious, I guess one could say. But who can actually blame me here? I don't like fires. They are far worse than any disease that we've actually had in our city. Diseases, 2 people sick, hospital cured. Fire! I don't think we lost anyone in the fire though, so that's at least good, but even so, losing all those buildings and just the annoyance of it all was more than enough to piss me off more than it should. I think we're also going to set up a couple of cabbage farms here. No, 1 potato and 1 cabbage. And I think we have enough people to actually work it too. The problem, of course, is, once again, if they live too far away or not. That will once again slow down the expansion here. But the only thing we can do is just keep on trying, keep on persisting, and see if we can actually grow stronger from this. But, well, my village has kind of slowed down right now, but not really too much to say on that. We also have some problems with firewood. This could actually become very, very bad in the long run. I think I'll actually build a second well here that I'm at it. But first we'll build everything that I'm currently planning to build. and then we'll see how things play out afterwards. I'll also start, I think, importing warm coats. Do I have those two tailors built? Yeah, they have. I might actually have to do that if these two can't actually make the production go up. Then I'll definitely have to build or buy coats. But right now there aren't too much I can do about that. I'll just have to try and do better. So we'll continue my efforts next time. Hopefully, even though this has been a very long and potentially arduous episode, or boring. Well, it has been eventful, so it probably has been boring. I probably have just sounded mad and tired. So I'm going to call it quits now. I'm going to give this save a couple of days rest, potentially allow you guys to catch up. I think I'll allow you guys to catch up. So I'll see. Will probably not be an episode tomorrow then, if I go for the catch up, but we'll see. Thank you for watching. Please have a comment, praise, criticism, tips. Tell me how to deal with the fire. Anything you feel like, and hopefully I'll see you around next time. Bye.